Now, the types of applicants are can be classified broadly into class 1 and class 2. Class 1, who has just completed the minimum requirement for getting qualified for the PMP certification, which is having that 4 years degree and 36 months of experience. And usually these are young, ambitious project leads or project managers who also want that PMP tagline next to their name on LinkedIn or some other social media websites. And the second class of people is the people who have like solid project management experience, and they still doubt whether they will be able to appear for the exam, and they are little bit concerned whether I should apply for this exam or not. So these are the two main categories. Now, why I have identified these two categories? Because this will determine what you should study, when you should study, how you should study, and other things, and prepare for the PMP exam. Now, let us discuss the class 1, which is the minimum required experience candidates. Now, what is it that you should know when you are preparing for PMP? Now, you need to study the theory which is given in the PM box, and you should also get accustomed to the vocabulary of the PMP exam, because the questions which will be based questions which will be asked in the exam will have a certain vocabulary, so you should get used to that vocabulary also. Next is you should get exposure to different types of projects and related documents. Now, there are two ways to get exposure to these things. One is inorganically, definitely by getting all the project dumps and all the expert support from the institution from where you are studying or getting those 35 hours of PMP study time and material. And next is related documents. Now, there are various documents related to project management, like a project charter, a project plan, contracts, SOW, MSAs, etc. So those you can get it organically within your organization. How to get it, we will discuss in later. Now, these type of candidates, they struggle with scenario-based questions, simply because you 36 months of leading a project, if you have barely completed that, you have barely come across all the different types of scenarios and of different projects and other things, and you struggle in that, and then ultimately what people do is they mug up or by heart those question and answers, and if the question is twisted little bit, then they go wrong in it, and the score reduces drastically. And because there are so many gaps which you have to cover up, it results into longer duration of preparation. So that goes for those candidates who have minimum required experience, and these are the challenges which I have identified. That doesn't mean that you will not be able to clear the PMP. These are the gaps which are I have identified, and I have come up with the list of things which if you do, you can close those gaps and you will be able to crack these exams in first attempt. Second is experienced professional class. Now, these are people who have 20 plus years of experience, and they have led the projects or managed the projects for might be 10 plus years in their career, and they have seen different project scenarios. Now, what they lack is they need to go back into study mode, because it's almost 20 plus years you have not given any exam, and now suddenly, for whatever reasons, you have decided to appear for this exam. Let's say any exam, I will say, rather, just focusing on PMP or PRINCE2 exam. So you need to get back into study mode. Now, how to get back into study mode, we will discuss that. Obviously, as I discussed, like any organization or a client, they will be having their own vocabulary and nomenclature for things related to project management, and you are so much used to that in and out because you've been working for such a long time. So you need to understand what this PMP vocabulary is and what to call in your organization and what it is called as far as PMP is concerned. If so, there is a disconnect between that. You need to understand that and get accustomed to the PMP vocabulary and theory for the exam. And obviously you need to connect the dots related to the exam questions. You might have seen or experienced those scenarios, but understanding what it is termed as in the theory related to the PMP exam, and what is mentioned in the exam questions, and connecting those little dots is what is expected as far as the experienced professional is concerned. So next topic is typical time frame for preparation. Now, once you have the PM walk and the Rita Mulke in your hand, now why this is important is because many times people apply for PMP exam and or they schedule a date, and after few months they realize that okay, I have to go and procure the PM book or Rita Mulke and then I have to study, etc. So that is why I'm saying you have to either procure PM book or Rita Mulke book in your hand, and then you have to daily study at least for 1 hour for at least 1 year. So that is the proportion, almost 1 hour every day, at least for a year. This is what is required to go through the PM book and Rita Mulke book, and then prepare for the questions, etc. And based on your average daily preparation time, let's say you dedicate 1 hour per day or might be 2 hours per day, one can book the PMP exam date or PRINCE2 exam date. Now, on basis of how much you can contribute daily, you can decide when to book the exam date. And once you have come up with that calculation, you have to apply for the PMP exam date, book your exam date first, and then start studying. Now, why this is very important is because I know many people who procure PM book or Rita Mulke book from somewhere, and then they start studying the content, and then they say once I become comfortable I will apply for the exam. No, that doesn't work like that. You have to either leave the thought of appearing for such an exam or any exam, I would rather say, without booking the exam at this age or with the experience and the responsibilities which you have. So first book the exam date and then schedule your studies according to that. And once the exam date comes nearer, the pressure automatically builds up and you start dedicating more time to towards preparation for this exam. So always apply for the exam date and then start studying the other way around. That is what I recommend. So please do that. Now, the next topic which I will be covering next week is how to get back into study mode. So keep on watching my videos. Thank you. Bye.